Yo guys, what's going on? I told you in a previous video and a previous stream, or maybe even two, that I would show you guys a little bit of how to loop on console. Now this can be for PC players too, but it is a little bit easier for you guys to do. This isn't my normal type of video. I usually make, comedy videos, killer videos, whatever. But I want to help the community. I want this game to progress. I want this game to get better, and I want it to become fun for everybody, and so that everyone knows what they're doing. The very first thing you're going to want to do is keep your corners tight. That is everything. You never know when you're going to get a loop that a killer really can't mess with you on. Like right here, Bubba can't go through that tree. Underneath the tree, watch. I can go through the tree. He cannot. So because I'm keeping my corners tight and he can't do that, that's given me the distance that I lose from him being faster than me every single time I go around. Look at him. Boom. And he ends up just giving up. Look how he tries to come back, and then eventually he just says, you know what, I can't even deal with it anymore. We're done here. And he fucking gets frustrated and walks away. Okay, well, you're probably asking yourself, well, how do I keep tight to structures? How do I maximize my tightness? And then you also want to keep your camera on the killer. Well, how do I do that also? Okay, so what you're going to do, alright, is you're going to hold the left stick diagonally and into the structure and forward like you're running. Okay, so what you're going to do is if the structure is on your left side, you're going to hold diagonally left and up into the structure, and you will run at the same speed. Okay, also you're going to put your right stick towards the killer, alright, and you're going to just slowly adjust it, or maybe you could do it in increments, whatever works better for you. I know for me, I kind of like to slow roll it sometimes depending on what structure I'm looping. So let's run this real quick. Okay, so I'm going to kind of show you what I'm doing. Okay, so first of all, I see where way he's going to go. Now I'm holding my stick into the structure, right, and forward also. I see that he's going to double back because my camera is on the killer, okay? Now, as you can see, I'm looping this outside structure, but when it gets here, there's like some inside, there's a gen blocking you. So what you want to do is you want to run right past it and just try to keep as tight as you can without bumping into anything, because that's very crucial. That will slow you down. So you kind of just go straight through it, so that way you don't get, slowed up or anything like that. And you can see, like, I keep looping it, and he can't even figure it out, and that's that. Okay, just one example on keeping your corners tight and how it will actually help your teammates and save you out of situations that normally you wouldn't be able to get out of. Okay, so we have an insidious Bubba that we're dealing with here, and I don't really know where he's at in the basement, but this is a perfect example of why to keep tight. Okay, so let's run it. I don't know where he's at, okay? I listened for his chainsaw. I got my sprint burst, so I'm not really worried about him. He has to take time to rev it. So he starts revving his. So look how I'm just keeping close to this basement hook. You can loop anything just like that, and if you keep tight, you can actually bait him. It allows me to give the amount of time to get the unhook, alright, and get the hell out of there, and I save my teammate. Okay, so now that we know how to keep our corners tight, and you guys have practiced that, hopefully, and keep your eyes on the killer, we're going to go over basic pallet loops. Okay, the first rule about pallet looping is you're going to want to loop the bigger side of the pallet loop, the larger side of the structure, and I'll show you why exactly in this video, because I do make a mistake. Okay, so don't drop the pallet right away. Watch what I do here. You're going to want to get the most time, give the most time to your teammates. And this is how you do it. Okay, so I come in, he's going to come chase me. I'm going to go around. I notice where this is the bigger side of the pallet. I'm keeping tight. Then there's a funky part of the structure. I go straight. And then I go right back on my tightness. You see what I'm saying? Then he kind of, I don't know, he does some funky stuff. And this is where I make my mistake. I go to the smaller side of the pallet loop. And here's the mistake. He's able to mind game me, and he's going to get a hit. But I don't drop the pallet. You do not drop the pallet if you know you're going to take a hit. It might take a while to get used to that and learn how to do that. Okay, so look, another pallet loop, exactly the same, but this time I'm not going to make a mistake. This time I'm going to loop it around. I'm actually going to drop it because now I'm dead. If he hits me, I'm going down. I'm going to go fake that. Always fake it. Make them break this pallet. Do not just drop it and run. Don't do it unless it's an extra safe pallet and you're going to an exit gate. You know what I'm saying? See, so you fake the pallet, right? And then the very next time, he doesn't believe that you're actually going to do it. He doesn't even believe it here. And then I actually get away with actually vaulting it. Now I'm just playing mind games with him. We'll get into juking probably in another video. And then this guy actually, so I get distance because he gets confused. I know he thinks I'm going to vault the window, get him out of there, and then he actually, unfortunately, DCs. Okay, let's take a look at one more example of a pallet loop. Okay, this is kind of getting the most out of a single pallet and giving your teammates the most amount of time. I run this killer for almost a minute. That's almost an entire gen on if someone is solo. So let's run it. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna use our mechanics. We're gonna stay tight, right? Up and in, diagonally, and then forward. All this good stuff. So we already went over that. Look how many times I go around this car before I even think about dropping. Let's run it back. Watch how many times. Okay, so really 2.5. So I go all the way down the car, then I'm coming back. Now you want to rotate your stick a little more abruptly, your right stick a little bit more abruptly than you would because this has corners. Okay, then I finally drop the pallet after going around. Now a different kind of mind game begins. Now, I do this spin right here. Like I said, we'll go over. You don't have to do nothing that fancy. All you have to do is just really get behind them, like fake it and get behind them, and they will miss. 7 out of 10 times, depending on the killer. Then now, because I have vaulted this twice, right? And now she saw me vault it twice. Now I can fake it, right? Now I can fake it. And now look at how much time I'm getting. Look how much value. I'm trying to keep her. She's going biting on the fake, biting on the fake. This is value out of one pallet, right? And she's making mistakes. She's getting frustrated now. I tell her to break the pallet. Finally, I go away, and now I'm off to the next loop, and I've given my teammate a minute. I didn't even take a hit. Okay, we're going to finish up today with LNT walls. This should be enough for you guys to go and practice and things like this. The way the doctor runs this or chases me through this LNT wall is the way that you shouldn't. But it is the way that the LNT walls are designed. So he does exactly what I want him to do. Okay, so the first one you want to go through, well, not necessarily, but I go through, this is the T wall because it's in the shape of a T. Okay, then I go through the window at the L wall. If he keeps going outside, you got each window 3 times. Okay, that is ridiculous. Okay, so we're going to run that back. So you're going to go vault the inside. Okay, if he goes outside, you're going to go right through back here. This is exactly how you want it to be run. He's going to go outside again, and we're going to take it. Okay, it's not always like that, though. Okay, so here's a different example, probably one that you'll see around green, maybe even purple ranks. Fake to the outside. You want to make him go to the outside because that's how you want to run it. Make him go to the outside again. Okay, then he's actually going to pick up on this. Watch this. I fake it. He doesn't fall for it. I see him through the window because I'm looking at the killer like you should be. Make it wide. If he comes, you go ahead and vault that window. Boom, and I'm out of there. We'll run that back one more time. So, you're going to fake it. You want to try to make it convincing like you're going to go out there so that's where he goes. That's pretty much this entire game is trying to get the killer to go where you want to. Alright, fast vault, fake it, he doesn't fall for it, my eyes are on the killer so I'm fine, look how tight I'm staying. Now I come around just so I get the fast vault and I'm out of there. Okay, this is our last example for the video and last example for the LNT walls. What you're going to see here is me being patient at one point and watching for that red light and not committing to anything until I know for a fact that I have it. Okay, so I head on the killer. Okay, I thought that'd be funny to put in there, and I'm starting to run my LNT walls. Boom. Okay, he sees me through the window. I get out of his vision, make him go around, keep my corner tight, make sure that he is coming around there and he commits, and then boom, I'm back at it. Now he vaults the window. Don't ever do that if you're a killer, but it's the same thing for a survivor. You just go around the outside. Now watch what happens here. I can see him through the window. Always watch for the window. He's going to go around the outside, but watch how patient I am. I wait for that red light to come around the corner because he's look at him. Okay, now the red light's coming around the corner. I know I can make it. Fake to the outside. Now we're running our LNT wall all over again, and we're back exactly where I want him. He vaults the window. Not sure why, but again, it's the same rule. Same rule. You just go back to the thing. Fake to the outside. Come in. Look how efficient. Now I could give you a million of examples. Okay, now I'm done with my LNT wall. Both windows are blocked, and I'm going to find the next loop and give my teammates time. Yo, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really do hope that it helped everyone that watched it. Because I see a lot of people on the Facebook groups, they're kind of saying, I'm new to the game, I know this game gets a lot of newcomers. In the next videos, if you guys want more, if you guys want to learn how to do the killer shack, which would probably be my next one, and just like maybe some specific structures, obviously we can go over like jungle gyms, even what jungle gyms are, long wall jungle gyms, even how to flashlight save if you guys are having trouble with flashlight saving, even prioritizing things and how you should do it, faking pallets, I mean all kinds of different stuff, character specific, how to run specific characters like Spirit. I know a lot of people struggle with. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that we could do. Just drop a comment in the comment section and we'll try to get it done. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you.